morning, you're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The Sultanate before the International Atomic Energy Agency stresses on the significance of using atomic energy for scientific research and development purposes. The price of oil products for October witnesses an increase compared to September 2016. And the Royal Opera House Muscat launches its shows and programs for the year. Those were the headlines, and now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Xi Jinping of China on his country's National Day. His Majesty the Sultan also sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Muhammad Buhari of Nigeria on his country's National Day. And His Majesty sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Nikos Anastasiades of Cyprus on his country's independence anniversary. The Sultanate affirmed the importance of technical cooperation program with International Atomic Energy Agency (IAEA) to benefit from the agency in the field of development and research. This came in a speech delivered by His Excellency Dr. Badr bin Mohammed Al Hinai, Sultanate's ambassador to Austria and its permanent representative at the agency. He stressed at the general meeting of IAEA the Sultanate's support for the agency's aims in harnessing atomic energy for peaceful purposes. He also highlighted the existing cooperation between the Sultanate and the agency. On the sideline of the event, His Excellency also met the IAEA's Director General Yuki Amano and discussed ways to enhance technical cooperation between the two sides. The Ministry of Oil and Gas announced the new price of oil products for the month of October. The price of oil products for October witnessed an increase compared to September 2016. The super petrol selling price is 179 beza per litre, while regular fuel is 169 beza per litre. Diesel fuel was set at 185 beza per litre. Oman oil price November delivery reached $45.70. The Dubai Mercantile Exchange statement said that the price of Oman oil rose 47 cents from the price of yesterday, Thursday, which was $45.23. The average price of Oman oil October 2016 delivery has stabilized at $44.02, thus 62 cents per barrel higher than September delivery 2016. The Royal Opera House Muscat (ROHM) launched its programs for this year, starting with Romeo and Juliet Opera to mark the 400th anniversary of the death of the renowned playwright William Shakespeare. The shows and programs of the ROHM witnessed a huge participation by those who love artistic performances. The upcoming period will include various artistic shows and activities to entertain the audience. For the third successive year, Oman Air won the Best Airline in the category of business class in the Middle East. It was awarded by World Travel Awards. The national carrier also achieved the Best Airline in the category of economy class in the Middle East for the fourth successive year. Still to come in our news bulletin. Bengkala, an Indonesian village, has an unusually large number of deaf people. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. The total passenger traffic, including transit and transfer passengers through Muscat International Airport, increased by 19% to more than 7.9 million passengers from the beginning of this year till August 2016, compared to 6.7 million passengers for the same period of 2015. Salalah Airport also witnessed an increase by 19% in the total number of arriving and departing passengers to more than 824,000 passengers in August 2016, compared to 695,000 passengers for the same period of 2015. The circular economy was the theme of an evening organised by the Public Authority for Investment, Promotion and Export Development, ITRA. It discussed ways to develop modern techniques for waste management in the Sultanate. It also highlighted the negative impacts of these wastes on environment and health and ways to deal with them with innovative techniques through establishing projects in this field. The evening called for benefiting from international experiences in the field of waste management and recycling. A number of specialist entrepreneurs, academics and students took part in the event. Syrian government forces and rebels fought battles in the center of Aleppo and north of the city today, a week into an offensive by the Syrian army to take the entire area. There are conflicting accounts on the outcome of today's fighting. Government forces had captured territory north of Aleppo and buildings in the city center. Aleppo, home to more than 250,000 people and Syria's largest city and commercial hub before civil war began in 2011, has been divided into government and opposition sectors for 4 years. In the fighting north of Aleppo, the government forces had taken the Kindi hospital area adjacent to the Handarat Palestinian refugee camp a few kilometers from the city. But rebel sources denied that the government had captured the Kindi hospital area, saying fighting was still going on. World leaders bid farewell to Israeli elder statesman and Nobel Peace Laureate Shimon Peres at his funeral in Jerusalem today, with US President Barack Obama hailing him as a giant of the 20th century. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas was among the mourners at the city's Mount Herzl National Cemetery and was seated in the front row, reportedly at the request of Peres's family. Some 70 countries were represented, with a range of leaders illustrating the respect Peres gained over the years in his transformation from hawk to committed peace advocate. Peres's death on Wednesday at the age of 93 after suffering a major stroke drew tributes from around the world for Israel's last remaining founding father. Former US President Bill Clinton was among those who paid their last respects there. Clinton had helped usher in the Oslo peace accords between Israel and the Palestinians in the 1990s, which resulted in the Nobel Prize for Peres. The only two Arab countries, Egypt and Jordan, to have signed peace treaties with Israel have sent their representatives. Balinese women in Indonesia dance to rhythmic drumming while waving fans as men sit cross-legged around them, jiggling their arms and chanting. But there is a key difference. The dancers are all deaf and cannot hear the beat. Here is a report.
Bengkala, an Indonesian village with an unusually large number of deaf people. It's been like this for generations, and today 40 out of around 3,000 residents suffer from severe hearing problems.
I'm sad. He can't talk, he can't hear, and he's my only son.
Experts have found that the high prevalence of audio impairment is due to a recessive gene and not a curse, as thought by some villagers.
The problem is the emotions. The deaf tend to be more aggressive. Sometimes they cannot control their emotions.
Unlike other parts of the country where they could face discrimination, these deaf residents have won over the entire village. An elementary school now teaches Kata Kolok, a local sign language, to all children, deaf or not.
Human rights are the same everywhere. So why should the deaf be ostracized?
Far from the tourist resorts in southern Bali, this traditional performance is slowly bringing attention to Bengkala. Without being able to hear a beat, these dancers have memorized their moves.
Tourists from China and Europe are coming here to watch us, and they really enjoy it.
Deaf people have been largely sidelined and ignored for years in Indonesia, but thanks to this community's effort, calls for a change in attitude may one day be heard by all.
And now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Partly cloudy skies will prevail over the coastal areas of the Governorate of Dhofar. Rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies with cloud accumulation and scattered rainfall over the Hajar Mountains. Winds will be northeasterly light to moderate over the coasts of Sea of Oman, while on the rest of the coast it will be southeasterly to southerly light to moderate. Seas will be moderate along the coast of the Arabian Sea with a maximum wave height of 2 meters. Rest of the coast it will be slight to moderate with a maximum wave height of 1.5 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Sultanate before the International Atomic Energy Agency stresses on the significance of using atomic energy for scientific research and development purposes. The price of oil products for October witnesses an increase compared to September 2016. And the Royal Opera House Muscat launches its shows and programs for the year. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.